back to another edition of the Valley Vlog. My name is Callan Forrester, and if you don't know already, this is a video series done by the Gleaner where I try out fun, COVID-safe activities that you can do from the safety of your own home while still feeling connected to your community. Well folks, after weeks and weeks of doing these videos of fun activities that you can do from the safety of your own home, I have contracted COVID. But I'm totally fine. Luckily, I am double vaccinated, so my symptoms were fairly mild, and I'm feeling much better. I'm on my very last day of quarantine, so that is very exciting. But I am feeling much better, so I decided I would still film a vlog for everyone today. Originally, I had planned to do a fun New Year's themed vlog, but it seems like New Year's is going to have to be much smaller celebrations than usual this year. And so instead, today I'm going to show you two different ways that I got through my quarantine and that helped me feel a lot better. I'm going to show you how to make some homemade lozenges and how to make a wonderful London fog latte. Alright, let's get started. Let's start by making homemade throat lozenges. For this recipe, all you need is a half cup of honey, 2 tablespoons of lemon juice, and 1 teaspoon of grated ginger. Before we begin, line a baking tray with a silicone sheet and then some parchment paper. This way, once your lozenge mixture has come to a boil, it's all prepared and you don't have to worry about arranging everything while you also have a hot pot of boiling syrup. Combine all 3 of your ingredients in a small saucepan. You want to heat your mixture to about 300 to 310 degrees Fahrenheit, which is also known as the hard crack stage. The easiest way to tell if you're there is to use a candy thermometer, but if you don't have a candy thermometer, that's totally fine. In that case, what you can do is have a glass of cold water and test your candy by dropping little bits of it into the water. If it immediately turns into a little ball and looks like it's hardened, then you know you've reached 300 degrees. If not, if it stays kind of ribbony, then you know you need to cook it a little bit longer. With this recipe, make sure you're always stirring with a wooden spoon. If you're using a plastic spoon, the mixture might actually stick to it and it'll be really hard to clean. Once it's hot enough, remove it from the heat and let it cool for about 30 seconds until it gets nice and thick. Then take your mixture and pour it into whatever size lozenges you'd like on your pre-prepared parchment paper. Now, it shouldn't take too long for these to cool and harden, but wait for them to be completely hardened before you actually use them. Once they're hardened and you're ready to store them, if you're worried about them clumping together, you can toss them in either cornstarch, cinnamon, or powdered sugar, and this should prevent sticking. While we wait for the lozenges to harden, let's make a London fog. Pause the video! With the end of the year approaching, a lot of subscriptions for the Gleaner are expiring. So I just wanted to come on here and remind everyone to make sure that you are still subscribed to the Gleaner and that you've renewed your subscription. That way you don't miss out on any content. If you just realized that you haven't renewed your subscription, I'll leave a link in the description below so that you can take care of that right away. Alright, back to our video. A London fog is basically an Earl Grey tea latte, and it's perfect for when you're feeling under the weather. To start, make a regular cup of Earl Grey tea, so, bring your pot to a boil, pour it over your tea bag, the usual. While that's happening, go ahead and steam some milk to get it nice and frothy. You can do this either in a frother if you have one of those machines, or in a pot over the stove. Once you've got a nice strong cup of tea and your milk, you can go ahead and combine them and then add a little bit of vanilla extract. Then add sugar for your desired level of sweetness and you've got a London fog. Alright, I've got a nice strong cup of tea. I've got my milk all frothed. I'm gonna go ahead and add this. Try to get some of that foam. Just add a little splash of vanilla, just enough to taste. Ooh, that might have been too much, but that's okay, the more the merrier. And some froth. And you've got a London fog. Alright, I'm gonna enjoy my London fog, and then later I'll try one of the lozenges. It's so good. I mean, a London fog is a classic. Earl Grey tea and vanilla, you really can't go wrong, but it really is something that makes me feel better when I'm feeling sick. Alright, it is the next day, and I am having a little bit of a scratchy throat moment, so I'm gonna try one of these right now. Okay, I took it out of my mouth just so I could actually speak to all of you, but it was really delicious. I think that the honey is really nice because it's really sweet and honey is such a classic flavor. I'm not the biggest ginger fan in the world, but I know that ginger is really good for you when you're sick, so I'll force myself through that one. And the lemon comes through. Lemon is always lovely. So yeah, these are really great, super easy, and a great way to make lozenges at home. That concludes this week's edition of the Valley Vlog. Thank you so much for watching. If you like this video, make sure to give it a thumbs up, comment down below, and share it for the world to see. Thank you so much for a wonderful year with the Valley Vlog, and as always, please stay safe, stay healthy, take care of each other, and I'll see you very soon.